the Green Box Podcast. I'm your host, Ryan, aka Smoke, here with my co-host and longtime friends, Tony, aka Mr. Who Got Next.
Yes, sir.
And here, my man Darren. What's up, fellas? What's going on?
How y'all feeling?
Good, baby.
All right, we're gonna start this night off talking about the NFL, the draft. Like we've been gone for a couple weeks. We had a rebrand and everything. We back.
Yeah, man. I'm kind of mad we couldn't go live that night because I would love to see the live reactions. But
yeah, we definitely missed the NFL draft, but we're gonna make up for it.
But somebody tell me what y'all think, and I go off y'all.
All right, so y'all say I'm a Shador hater.
You are.
I'm not.
You are.
I'm not a hater, but like what I'm saying is, I didn't think the man should go top 10. I ain't say the man shouldn't went first round. I just said the man shouldn't went top 10. And the way they carried that man, ain't no excuse for it. Now, I mean, 5th round pick, he's better than what that boy went with
listen.
And the Giants traded up. I just knew that was Shador.
Okay. The Giants traded up, right? That's cool. They didn't take Shador, but guess who else traded up to the quarterback? New Orleans Saints traded up to get somebody I never heard.
26 years.
Tyler Show.
Yeah, man, that's a smack in the face.
It was.
That's a smack in the face.
It was.
Now
we all know what we witnessed at that NFL draft. That was
they prolonged it to keep people watching because the joint was in Green Bay. It wasn't a lot of big names after the first 20, 30 big names. So they had to keep people watching.
I mean, I can see that. I can see that.
No, I'm not saying that that's the reason, but they also said he messed up in an interview. He was asking questions that he should have been asking, all of the crazy stuff. But man, you just can't deny. You can't tell me.
You can't deny talent.
This was them trying to push humbleness down his throat. They want him to come into this league on his knees, humble. His daddy ain't do it. Dion ain't coming to the league. If y'all remember Dion at the combine, Dion was telling teams what pick you got. I pick 8. I ain't gonna be there. He wouldn't even talk to him.
Hit 40 going.
So they wanted. The NFL wants you to be grateful that you're going to be able to make generational wealth, not knowing that as a player, you still got to put the work in, you still got to put the effort in. Ain't nothing given to you just because you make the NFL. The NFL stands for not for long.
I like that. I like the acronym. I like that one. I like that.
So if they feel as though you coming into the league acting like you already made it, and in their eyes, you ain't made it yet, that was just humble pie because there's no way if 5 quarterbacks better than him.
No.
So now they looking at him like, how can he come in here and be as cocky as if he was a 1st round pick? You were a 5th round pick, and you got a quarterback on the team that drafted you that was drafted higher than you.
It was only one quarterback better than him, that's Cam Ward.
And that's debatable in my eyes.
Me too.
But I give you that, though. I'm not mad that Cam went number 1.
I'm
not going to make a big fuss about it.
I'm not mad, but I think it's closer than people make it out to be.
That's in my eyes, that's debatable between him and Shador. I don't think Cam Ward could have did what Shador did in Colorado behind that offensive line.
No, sir.
But that young man got to move a little bit better, man. That's all I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying like he was terrible, but like, yeah, he didn't have an offensive line. If you don't got nothing out there, you got to scramble as a quarterback, right or wrong.
I mean, you got to make something happen, but everybody.
That's not his game.
Right, but you got to understand, right? That's not his game. You can't force somebody to do something that they're not that they're not capable, but they're not accustomed to doing it.
Hey, a very good point, man. But before we get on the big story of the week in the NFL, I want to ask you, Darian first and Ryan second. How did you like Darian, how you like the Cowboys draft, and Ryan, how you like the Commanders draft?
First and foremost, I was skeptical about our 1st round pick when we drafted that lineman. But after I watched some highlights, after I seen some interviews, and I seen that he got really a dog in him, I'm not in, not to piggyback on what we're going to speak about later, but with, like you saying, with the big news of the week, if you add that into our draft, it makes a whole bunch of sense. It makes a lot more sense now. So with that draft, I would give the draft a B+. It's very hard for me to give it an A because I still think we should have got a wide receiver, even though we didn't get one. I still think we should have drafted a wide receiver. It was a lot of wide receivers available that I didn't think was going to be available. And like, to me, I don't understand how Isaiah Bond went undrafted.
You know, he got arrested right after the combine.
Okay.
That put his draft potential down even more.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Ryan, so what you think of the Commanders draft? And I'm gonna go over what I thought of the.
All right, so with me and my Commanders, I give it around like a B. I ain't gonna give it a B plus. Like at the end of the day, like we beefing up our line. We didn't have no line last year, so I see what the boys are doing, trying to protect Jaden Daniels. We made some good free agent pickups, and then we got a cornerback at the end of the day. Then we got the Sean Taylor little brother. I ain't saying he gonna be like Sean Taylor, but we're gonna give him a shot. See what he do.
Yes, sir.
So
are you still mad y'all didn't get that safety from South Carolina?
Yeah, I wanted him.
Hey,
but we picked up a good running back though.
How do you feel about that cornerback? I didn't mean to cut you off, Ryan. Back to our draft, Tony. I feel like that DB we got in the third round. Oh, you go.
You done? Right. I'm done. Man, listen here, man. One thing I trust when it comes to that damn Will McClay is when he got faith in the player, man. Drafted Tyler Booker. I mean, you know who we wanted at 12, right?
Yeah, he got drafted at 8.
Yeah, I mean, we was landing on him at 12. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when you look at the players that was available and the holes that we had.
Hold on, tell the people who we talking about, because we know who we talking about, but
we was going to draft Tevin Millen.
Okay.
That's why we didn't trade for George Pickens like before the draft.
Correct.
You know what I mean? But like Jerry said, it was in his back pocket. You know what I mean?
And he wasn't lying.
Jerry said he had it in his back pocket.
Because Jerry says a lot of things. He says a lot of things. He wasn't lying about this one. So go ahead.
First pick. Can't be mad at it. Like you said, look at the tape. He drives you off the ball just like the guy he's replacing, Zach Martin. You know what I mean? I ain't mad at it at all. Second pick. Donovan Ezeraku. You know what I mean? Another speed rusher to add with Micah. I mean, who you gonna block up there? I'm saying he pops, but speed is a big thing. You know what I mean? And what you was getting ready to get at? That cornerback. I believe if he come back healthy, like they say he is, this might be Trayvon Diggs last season as a Cowboy.
Look who doctor did it. Look who doctor did the surgery.
Like I said, this might be Trayvon Diggs last season as a Cowboy.
All I heard about this kid, and I ain't even gonna call him a kid, because to me, once you turn 18, 19, and you step out in the world,
the best corner available before he got hurt.
Yeah, hey, I don't even got to finish it.
I know what you was getting ready to say.
I don't even got to finish it. And they said the drop off from him to the second best is pretty big.
Real big.
So and that would be in my eyes, that should have been Will Johnson. I don't know how Will Johnson kept falling like that.
His knee injury got him too.
And that cornerback that the Commanders drafted, what's his Eli Amos or something like that?
Amos.
Yeah, they got a good one. I'm not a hater, but we also got 4.25 coming out the backfield now. You know what I'm saying? That's why I think Miles Sanders is very expendable right now. He was just an insurance case with the draft didn't go right, but
you might go 2.5, but we got like 4.3, 4.4 speed coming out the backfield with the running back.
Yeah, Who they get? That was 4.
I don't know.
Who's gonna pick up 4.3, right?
I don't know.
Hold on. Let me.
Why he looking that up? I'm not even gonna transition until he look that up. Go ahead.
Yeah, we ain't letting you get away with that, buddy. Who y'all got that was 4.3? Because we got a fast defense though, so I ain't really too concerned about speed coming out the backfield because you still got to get to them edges.
And that's a long way to go with that speed we got, babe.
Yeah,
in the later round.
That's a long way to go, Jack. Come on, man, let's get to this big news.
We got Ja'Cory Merritt from Arizona.
Ja'Cory Merritt from Arizona. I'm gonna look up highlights.
I'm looking. But look here, man. The big NFL news this week, man. Jerry Jones said when the offseason started, he was going to be selectively aggressive, right?
Hey, y'all got him on the steal too, man.
When I woke up, I was up with the new baby and everything the other night, so I saw the rumor in the middle of the night. Man, stop playing. They ain't doing this shit. I woke up there. Adam Schefter broke that bitch at 6:50.
And they did it.
I said, what?
I don't know how long ago it was. When we were hometown huddle, we spoke about this. You remember the 2 wide receivers? The rumors were Jameson Williams and George Pickens.
Yeah.
One of them.
Yeah. Now let me tell you, man. I hate to be a defensive coordinator going against Cowboys this year. I ain't lying to you. Because you put your safeties out on those two, then you got people forget Jonathan Mingo didn't have no quarterback in Carolina. That's why I don't think we was picking up no other wide receiver.
Nah, and we didn't give up a 4th round pick for nothing. I think he got potential, but it's gonna be him. it's gonna be him and Jordan Tolbert fighting out for that 3 spot.
Might have seen enough of Jalen Tolbert, man. He's a one-trick pony, man.
Man, stop it. Stop it. I don't know why you. I don't know what you not seeing with Jalen.
I'm not saying something that's going to tell me that he's going to just take John Domingo off picture.
I guarantee you right now, Jalen had a better career than.
Oh, now. He also had a better quarterback.
He's produced, but guess what though? Jalen probably had less opportunity than Domingo in Carolina. He might have had a bad quarterback. I bet he had more chances.
Hey, who did he have throwing on the ball?
Sam Darnold, I guess. Bryce Young.
I'm talking about your offense. Y'all not worried about the Commanders' offense?
Hold on. We're talking about the trade, man. We're talking about the trade.
Hey Brian, that's why, and I'm gonna shout him out because I told him on one of those posts he's gonna be in here. That's why we need to get a little mad up here with you every now and then, because he's a diehard Commander fan. He will help you.
Y'all boys don't scare me. Don't worry about it. I already made a bet. About a month.
We're not scared of your offense. If you want the truth.
And I'm not scared of y'all. We not scared of y'all offense either. No fly zone.
That's what I like to hear, baby. That's what I like to hear.
No
That's
fly
what I like to hear.
Who no fly zone?
Ryan, you don't believe that shit yourself. How y'all gonna win next year is gonna be outscoring the people y'all play.
No fly zone, baby.
Y'all gonna win a lot of games 35-31.
This nigga said no fly zone.
No fly zone.
With Marshawn Lattimore as your number 1 DB.
What's going on with these NBA playoffs? I'm shocked.
Shit.
I'm shocked.
Son of a...
What you shocked about?
I'm really not shocked about my boys. I'm really not shocked about my Lakers going down.
Why not?
Yeah, y'all need a big man.
Now it's y'all big man.
But y'all know that I'm a Portland Trailblazer fan.
All right.
But I am a LeBron fan. No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
We didn't have a big man. We need a big man. But we got 2 ball-dominant superstars on the team.
Not ball-dominant no more because LeBron gave the ball up. LeBron gave the ball up. See, that's why I tell you need to watch your boys play. If you would have watched, LeBron let Luka set shit up. And if it wasn't Luka, most of the time it was Austin Reed.
Austin did ball for us, but at the end of the day, when Luka went off, we won. When LeBron went off, we lost.
That's because Luka shot 1 for 13 that game. That don't got nothing to do with it.
LeBron's a bum.
I'm not even giving it no energy.
Let's stay on top. What I think of the playoffs so far, I think the NBA is doing a good job of making the money that they lost on the season. That's what I think is going on in the playoffs right now. I think the NBA saw that they wasn't making no money. They got it. They had to do something in the playoffs to make it edgy, make it fun to watch. And the close of these games been just flat off like good to watch, minus that damn mascot I watched last night in the second game.
Man, it's been four 20-point comebacks just in the second round. And three of the 20-point comebacks have all happened in the second half of the game.
As of right now, who would y'all give the MVP to in the playoffs right now? Out of all the teams that's in the playoffs right now.
Yeah, but MVP not a playoff award though.
No, I'm just saying. I know it's not an award, but I'm asking your perspective. Like,
so you're asking who's playing the best out of everybody in the league right now?
Yeah, for their team.
Tyrese Halliburton.
I would say I would have to go Jokic.
Halliburton. No, Jokic got hooked last night. Halliburton.
That's one game, Tony.
Man, Halliburton said him the most overrated player. What he done since?
He
got two game winners. He got two game winners.
I say Jalen Bronson.
That's the good thing about a podcast. We all got 3 different opinions. To me, I would go with Jokic. Jokic took them boys through the Clippers, came into OKC, stole game 1. OKC ain't do nothing but what they were supposed to do in game 2. If you look at that series, the Nuggets already stole home court advantage. Now you got that young team going to Denver. I guarantee you it ain't going to be no 40-point blowout. It ain't going to be no blowout, period. If they beat Denver in Denver, it's going to be a close game.
Well, they just whipped that ass last night.
What they were supposed to do. Because if you go down 0-2 on your way to Denver, you might not make it back to OKC.
And the Knicks is balling right now. Like I said,
First off,
Bronson right now.
First off, Denver was never going to beat them all 3 times in Denver because OKC has the MVP on his team this year.
Had an MVP vote, I would have given it to him too.
That motherfucker is so smooth, man. That motherfucker smooth, man.
But if you ask me who the best player in that series is, it's Jokic. Even with SGA on the court.
No, sir.
Hey, Ron, what you got to understand is MVP don't necessarily mean best player. Steve Nash got MVPs. He was never the best player in the league.
So what makes Jokic the best player to you?
Jokic does everything, man. Everything at a high level at that.
At a slow pace.
That's fine. You can't speed him up. He remind me of somebody I played in high school.
Nigga, I was never that motherfucker slow.
Well, you played at your own pace. You wasn't no burner.
I was never that motherfucker slow.
You was not no burner. You played at your own pace.
If you think I couldn't speed up if I wanted to, man, shit. Anyway.
You played at your own pace. You can't accept that.
Jokic is the most fundamental player. I'll give you that. But the best player, I hate watching them play.
You hate watching Jokic play?
I hate it. I don't watch them play.
Man, he would have gave your man Shaq 30.
Hey, stop it, John. Stop.
Next subject.
Stop what?
Stop.
How many was Shaq gave him?
Probably 50.
Man, Shaq would put all types of balls.
But but guess what though? It ain't neither one of them. Hold on. Cause y'all getting disrespectful. It's neither one of them would have stopped each other. Don't act like Shaq would have came down there and made it hard on Jokic on defense.
Has Jokic ever had a Kobe on his team and still averaged 36 and 20, 9 and 20 with another Hall of Fame on his team?
We all know that when he was in LA, Shaq was the team.
Oh my God.
Shaq was the most come on, Tony. Why you think
I always throw in the Kobe fans' face that Shaq won the MVP finals, NBA finals MVP all 3 years they won together. But I can take you back to a game against your motherfucking team.
The Kobe stopper, yes.
It made that man not want to play basketball no more.
I'm saying that Kobe didn't have games where he stepped up, but I'm saying the heartbeat of that Lakers team was nobody could stop Shaquille O'Neal.
He was the most dominant player of all time.
That's why I'm telling you no matter what Kobe Bryant was, you were going to win it because Shaq was. Do you know what Shaq averaged in the finals?
I just told you.
I'm not taking nothing away from Shaq. The way Shaq was playing back in them days, you think Jokic was going to be able to battle him? All they was going to do, look what they started doing to Shaq. They hacking Shaq. That's the only way they can stop him.
I'm going to say a name because Tony just brought up my team. Tony, do you remember Arvydas Sabonis?
Hey, guess what? Yeah. We wasn't worried about Portland back then. We mocked the floor.
Hold on. Somebody tried to call me. Hold on. Let me.
Sabonis got 10 years of his career taken from him by the USSR.
Remember? And I'm not saying that Arvydas Sabonis was ever better than Shaq when he got to the NBA. What I am saying is when Portland used to play LA, Arvydas Sabonis gave Shaq problems.
What kind of numbers Shaq put up when against him then?
Listen, man, I don't know why you keep going back to how much Shaq put up. We know Shaq putting up 40 and 20, but what I'm telling you is don't sneeze when I say Jokic would have gave Shaq 30, because he would. What we arguing about?
Hey, man. Hey, who y'all think on winning these series?
I got Boston still beating New York.
No, I don't see that.
Hold on. Let me finish.
I got Boston beating New York. I got OKC beating the Nuggets. I want to say I got Golden State beating Minnesota, but if Steph Curry missed more than 2 games, like I know he's not playing tonight, and I don't think he's playing on Sunday or Saturday. So if Minnesota don't win these 2 without Steph Curry, Golden State is going to beat Minnesota. But I can't call that one right now. Let me not even say. So I got OKC beating Denver. I got Boston beating New York. I got Indiana beating the Cavaliers. And I think there's one more out there, ain't it? Yeah, I got Boston beating New York. So you got Cleveland. I got
so Boston, Indiana, and the conference finals.
Eastern Conference Finals, and I got OKC and I can't call that one because after tonight I'll be able to call it.
OKC, and you saying it depends on if Steph is healthy.
Basically, because I know Steph about to miss. He about to miss the next 2 games.
Me, I don't think. Well, I'm not gonna give up on Boston yet, but if Boston don't steal 2 out of 3 in New York, they're in trouble, man.
They ain't got no choice but steal 2 out of there. You gotta think there's only 5 games left in the series. You gotta win 4.
They gotta steal 2 there and then win the next 2 home games, man.
They're gonna come out. I think they're gonna do it.
It's gonna go 7 if they win. I'm not saying they can't, so that's why I'm not counting them out. But if that's not the question, we have to answer the hard question. So I'm gonna just go pick right now at this date on the day of this recording. I'm going New York. I'm going Indiana. I'm going OKC and Minnesota. And then in the finals, I got New York and OKC.
I'm gonna throw you a quick sidebar because I think after what you just said a couple minutes ago, I think you got a lot of love for Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah. No.
Is he top 3? Is he top 3 point guard in the league?
See, you misunderstood what I said. I said the question listen, I'm like Stephen A now. You got to the question at the time, at the moment, not. I'm not saying he's the best. I'm not saying he's top nothing. I'm saying his peers, man, they did a peer vote in the NBA.
They voted him most overrated.
So now, them peers got to guard him.
Yes.
At this moment, he is cooking them. So that's why I said at the moment. I'm not saying for the whole season. I'm saying that the last week or two, he's probably the top 2 or 3 players right now.
No. I ain't saying 2 or 3 players. I'm saying, would you even let's just take the regular season and the playoffs? What you've seen so far? Would you put him in the top 5 point guards in the league? Just point guards, not players. Just point guards. It's the easy yes for me.
I said it's yeah.
It's an easy yes for me. The question right now is he top 3? Because don't nobody take care of the ball like him. He give you 12 assists with 1 turnover. Point guard. That's point guard work. Don't look at the points per game that he might give you 15, 16 a game. He gonna give you 12, 13 assists with no turnover.
But if he can get you that 30 if you need it.
I think the question right now is if he's top 3 point guard in the league. Top 5 to me, he solidified that.
But okay, who top 3 be? Give me top 3.
Are we considering SGA a point guard?
Yes, that's his position.
Put it this way: the top 3 are the top 3 point guards in the playoffs right now.
Yes,
top 3 in the playoffs right now.
Well, he's saying it's the top 3 in the league.
Yeah, in the league. In the league, I think Halliburton he solidified top 5. I think the argument would be top 3. But now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, that's why I say it would be a tough argument. But I can't name 4 better than him. I could probably name 3 better than him, especially if I really get bullish because I like that boy from Detroit. I like Cade Cunningham.
Yeah.
I like Cade Cunningham, man.
Just young, but they're gonna follow him in a year or 2.
I like Cade Cunningham. He nice. Like SGA, of course. I mean, Steph's still playing.
All right. So what my view on the rest of the playoffs? I got the Pacers beating Cleveland. I got the Thunder beating the Nuggets. I got the Knicks winning, and I got hold on, what's the last team?
So we all got Indiana beating the Cavaliers.
Yeah, and what's the last team? Help me out.
Golden State, Minnesota.
I got Minnesota beating Golden State. The only way I see Golden State winning this series unless Draymond actually do something. They gonna need Draymond help.
You throw a lot of shade, Ryan.
To me, I think
Darren,
on the bum, but at the end of the day, like he
It'd be real sneaky shade too.
It'd be a lot of sneaky shade Ryan throw. What you mean if Draymond finally do something? See, Ryan, what you're really trying to say is if Draymond Green scored the ball.
Yeah, that's what he's trying to say.
Besides being nasty on the court, yeah, he like the Dennis Rodman of the league right now, stepping on people's chests, hitting people, smacking people in the face. That ain't basketball.
That shit is an asset to his team.
But at the end of the day, Draymond gonna have to do something for Golden State to win the 7-game series.
So you want Draymond to average 20 points a game?
No, he got to average more than fucking 4 to 6 points a game. He at least got to get 6 to 8 boards, at least 3 assists, a couple points.
He get that every night. Look at the stats, Darren. The only stat category Draymond.
Now, you want me to pull it up? You want me to pull it up what he averaging in the playoffs?
Hey, hold on.
Sure.
Hold up.
Pull it up.
Go ahead.
Stat, man.
We good.
All right, pull it up. Go ahead,
Pull it up. I'm interested to see this. Because I know he averaging over 5 rebounds, and he probably averaging close to 5 assists. Might be averaging more than 5 assists. Now that points per game definitely gonna look, but he ain't never been there.
Yeah, he don't put up a whole lot of points. So right now in the playoffs, he's averaging 9 points a game.
Yes, sir.
3 assists and 5 rebounds. And if you don't believe,
no, I ain't got no reason to think you reading on fake stats. 9 points is high. I didn't think it'd be that high.
Yeah, that shocked me too.
Hey, the 9 points is shocked me, Tony. But 3 assists should be he should be higher than that. 3 assists, he should be higher than that. I will agree with that. But I don't think how you worded that was appropriate to say if they gonna win. Are you forgetting that Steph Curry out for a week? You didn't mention one thing about Steph got to come back healthy.
Yeah, but I forgot about Steph being out. He ain't gonna win it by himself.
That's the number one thing. You talking about Draymond? The number one thing that's gonna stop Golden State right now is if Steph Curry don't come back healthy.
What I'm saying is Steph come back healthy. Draymond gonna have to step up and do better than these piss poor numbers he's putting up now.
Not to mention, they're gonna have to steal one of these 2 games that Steph ain't playing,
and that's gonna be.
They're gonna have to steal one of them. If they steal one of them games, I will come back on whatever episode we do and say Golden State gonna beat them. If they steal a game without Steph Curry, I don't care if when Steph come back it's fucking 3-2. Minnesota ain't gonna win.
I don't see it happening. All right. To the next. What's going on with the community nowadays? Darren, I know you out there in Florida, whatever. So me and Tony down here in the county. So we see what
we got. Man, it's hard seeing these little young brothers and sisters look like us, man. And I'm not. I saw some guy get a whole lot of years, man. You don't want to see that shit, man. You don't really want to see it because I really don't think these kids know where they're going, and it's not worth what they're doing and what they're doing it for. It's not worth where they're going and ruin their life. We can tie this. I think we can tie this topic to our next one, travel sports. I think that's why the one reason why I still stick around travel sports. I mean, I know a lot of parents have pissed me off over the years, but it's about the kids, man. And someone really need somebody that's hard on them or what is going to stay on them about stuff, because personally, I don't like shit when they go on the Baynet seeing a young man getting locked up for having a gun or shoot somebody, getting attempted murder. These kids don't grasp the fact that they're getting murder and attempted murder charges.
And they doing 20 plus.
This shit that we only saw on TV growing up, guys.
And Southern Maryland was never like that.
And I was laying back just now. I just sit up and talk about it. Like, this shit we saw on TV. Like, we watch, like growing up down 7th District during, we didn't have many channels down there back in the day. All we got was cops, you know what I mean?
For sure.
You know what I mean? Cops and fucking America's Most Wanted.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to see, man, this shit is crazy to me, man. I'm here to pray for everybody because I know, and I'm not blaming the parents because I know shit is rough. I mean, you got to work to provide for the kids. You trusted your guys have gotten them where they need to be, but that's why I keep AJ in sports. That's why I'm not coaching this year. I want them to start hearing other voices beside mine. You know what I mean?
We don't have nothing down here. We don't have a community center, nothing like that down here for the kids.
I get it.
And every time somebody try to do something, they shut it down. Like they do.
I'm not trying to be
for soccer, baseball, lacrosse, and all that stuff. But when it comes to football and basketball, like we don't have nothing.
Listen, man. Anybody that watches this episode, come across this episode, man. If y'all can help us, sponsor us, or anything, man. I know we'll put our resources to help you with it, man. We need to help get these kids something to do, man. I'll chaperone a trip for them to go out to Kingdom Inn or something. Let them see something different this summer, man. You know what I mean? I don't know, but this shit that's going on right now, I can't keep saying that, man. Shit breaking my heart, man. I saw a teacher the other day posted on Facebook, man. Parents get a hold of your kids. If they don't got a plan out of high school, man, send them to the fucking military. Do something. Don't stay around here and get yourself in trouble, man.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, think about it though. The way the kids are, I'm not faulting any parent for how they raise their kids.
I already said that. I'm not faulting the parent.
But the way that we were raised, like we're not old, but we're seasoned.
Yeah.
We in our late 30s, we're seasoned. So the type of stuff we did growing up are totally different what the kids are doing nowadays.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. So nowadays, like us as parents, a lot of parents nowadays want to coddle the kids. Like, well, I didn't get this when I was growing up. I'm going to give it to you. No, that's not the way we need to be thinking. We need to be raising the kids the same way we was raised. Look how we turned out. Like,
well, see, I'm guilty of that too, though. So I gotta admit to that too, though, because what you just said, like we try to give them shit we didn't have when we was growing up. I mean, I'm guilty.
Listen. I'm gonna finish that phrase for y'all. We try to give them the stuff that we did, to give them the shit that we did. And that's motherfucking respect for our elders, respect for community for one thing. We ain't just gonna go out here and just kill somebody. I mean, we might fight,
Yeah.
We was gonna wake up tomorrow. We was gonna wake up tomorrow and still be alive. We don't have to worry about the cops at the doors taking us to jail with a fucking attempted murder charge. You know what I'm saying? But we never had to think about shit like that. I never had thought about somebody shooting at me.
Now we never had to do. You right though.
You know what I mean?
You honestly right. Like, when we got into it with people, it was never, hey man, be on the lookout because when he catch you, he gonna shoot you. It was never none of that. Never none of that.
But
never.
the kids nowadays are afraid to catch an ass whipping. They scared to get the knuckles.
So they don't even know what an ass whipping feel like.
Because they watch.
You know why? Because these guns have become so accessible. Like you can have a 3D fucking printer and make a gun.
But I'm gonna tell you right now, who's your favorite rapper, Tony, of all time? Who's your favorite rapper of all time, Ryan?
The Carter, Wayne.
My favorite rapper of all time is Tupac.
I know where you're going with this. Our favorite rappers died by the gun.
But no, who is these young niggas' favorite rapper? Who they look up to?
Oh, yeah.
King Von.
The ones that's already been killed.
No, they look up most these young niggas. If you really ask these young niggas who their favorite rapper is, 7 out of 10 gonna tell you King Von. King Von is really, he may have died 3 years ago, but I'm telling you, his impact and his influence on this generation coming up, oh my God. Oh, but listen.
I'm trying to make a point. So where King Von from?
Chicago.
All right, that's Chirac.
Chirac.
Chirac is totally different than Southern Maryland. Southern Maryland ain't nothing like Chirac.
They turned it into that. If you look at it now,
but Ryan, I don't think you understand what Darian's saying. Darian's saying that they're garnishing their influence from that, and now turning little old St. Mary's County, turning Pawtucket homes into O Block, turning the other neighborhoods into 63rd. Yeah, you know what I mean?
But what you got to understand though is deeper than that. For them to idolize King Von, they know they got to go kill something.
Yeah.
You can't listen to, you know what King Von was doing. Yeah. So for them to feel close, for them to feel like, man, when I listen to that nigga, I can relate to what he's saying. I done did that. I'm telling
you know what? I'll say something real funny to y'all, man. I used to get on my son about that shit, but I thought about it, right? I said, I'd rather listen to that nigga than listen to anybody else right now. I used to really get on my son about wanting to ride to the basketball game and listen to motherfucking Raw Wave, right? But that tells me my son is a love of a motherfucking fighter like his dad. You know what I'm saying? So I can't be, no, I mean, I joke with him about the first. Why listen to that singing ass nigga? You know what I mean? But I don't want to listen to motherfucking King Von. You know what I mean? Talking about
you got a problem, man. I'm telling you, and those are the signs right there. If AJ was in that room all day long and all you heard was King Von, or not King Von, or then you hear Young Boy, or then you hear Little Durk, and I'm telling you that music has got his brain like this. He waiting on the opportunity to. I'm telling you.
And it's crazy how that music just like I mean, we all grown, so I ain't like I'm telling nobody, but I think the music that we listen to got us smoking weed. You know what I mean? If I'm gonna be for real,
man, the music we was listening to had us selling dope. You gotta think, young Jeezy had the Snowman shirts.
I got Can't Ban the Snowman, the first motherfucking mixtape he dropped.
Gucci had niggas selling weed. Like the music we was listening to, even though they was thorough street niggas, they wasn't rapping about killing and murder. They was rapping about getting some money, fucking some bitches, getting a car, putting 24-inch rims on it, putting the TV in that motherfucker. We was listening to stunt rap. Like, man, get some money and shine. Niggas wasn't rapping. The first thing that came along talking about killing shit and shooting shit was 50 Cent.
And he was only on that because he got
exactly. And motherfuckers felt like, all right, that's what you do when niggas shoot. It wasn't that. 50 wasn't rapping to go out there and just do. 50 was rapping to his enemies, and we knew it.
You know, 50 almost didn't put the hardest, what's the hardest song to me on Get Rich or Die Trying? Not the album or the movie, but the original joint that came out with the 50 Cent piece dropping, the original Get Rich or Die Trying, his first mainstream CD.
Yeah.
Hardest song to me on that bitch for what he talked about is Many Men.
Yeah.
He said he almost didn't put that bitch on there because of the melody.
Yeah, he said it was too slow. It ain't fit the up tempo. Yeah.
He said Dr. Dre told us the best song.
Leave that in there.
Shit.
Leave that in there. Now, man, to not to get off topic, but I feel like what y'all said is right about the community. I feel like it's a lot of outside influence, but one thing as parents we got to realize is we can't let entertainers and rappers and athletes,
raise our kids,
raise our kids. But on the flip side of that, we also got to know that as kids get older, no matter how much you try to instill something in them, it's up to them to grasp it. Yeah. It's up to them to grasp it. So sometimes if your child grow up and he decides to do something that you know you didn't teach them, You cannot hold yourself accountable like the world will try to say his parents must have failed him. That's a choice that he made when he grew up. When he was in my household, that wasn't going on. Sometimes you grow up and you just do shit.
On that point right there, Darian, I want all my parents that's listening right now that do have a kid in a situation, especially, I mean, I don't know if my man will listen to it. I ain't gonna say no names, but the most recent situation, I don't want you to blame yourself, man. I seen you try your best. You know what I mean? That my man Darian just said it. I mean, it's up to them to grasp it at that point. I mean, all you can do is pray for them. I mean, still be there for them. I mean, those are your kids, but I mean, don't let them be on their own or nothing like that and get even worse in jail. I mean, but don't, like I said, don't blame yourself, man.
And don't let the chatter or the outside noise or any of that influence how you feeling right now. And also understand that it's not a human alive that raised a perfect child.
No.
Everybody got imperfections and come up short.
All perfect.
Yeah, man. We all falling perfect, man. And I just don't want these people to like say hear that noise, because I know how you can hear noise about anything.
All you gonna hear, he gonna hear the noise or anybody in any situation, not making it personal. You gonna hear the noise. You gonna hear you get online right now and you see a kid get in trouble and you go and you read through the comments and it's almost like they make the parents criminals. You don't even know the parents. You don't know what them parents taught that child.
And the comment section be so calming too, man.
But we all got free will. Brian, you was raised beautifully. You still got caught up around the firehouse doing something you had no business doing.
Yeah.
That ain't had nothing to do with your mama. That ain't had nothing to do with your daddy. That has
I made that choice on my own. I made that choice on my own.
That's what you chose to do. And the same go for me. The same go for me. Anytime I got in trouble, I wasn't thinking my people raised me differently or not to do this. I was thinking what I wanted to do.
So that's the adult in us growing up now and realizing that it was never nobody else's fault but our own.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think these younger kids are not processing that right now. You know what I mean? They think that the world owes them something that it doesn't. You know what I mean? The world owes you a motherfucker.
No.
If anything, the world gonna take from you before it give to you.
And I mean take from you. And I'm bear witness to that, but you know what I mean? I'm still here.
The world gonna take from you before it gets to you.
It's gonna take from you, but what you gonna do about it?
Absolutely. You still gotta keep going. You still gotta wake up every day and keep it moving.
I just taught my daughter that lesson today. You know what I mean? She was kind of shaky, but seeing her little sister, because what happened to her last two little sisters. But like I told her, I said, man, just because you meet a new sister don't mean you don't love your old sisters in heaven. You know what I mean? Your little sisters in heaven. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I don't mean you forget them. That don't mean none of that. You still you remember them, but you embrace the new because you have to continue living. You know what I mean? And I think after I talked to her about that, I got a picture posted on Snapchat today. She was holding her sister and everything. So
that was a tough teaching moment.
But listen, you have to do it.
But listen, most of the world won't be able to have that moment because a lot of people don't go through the situations you went through.
Yeah.
So you in a special situation.
That's why I ain't got glass my situation, but y'all know. But that's why I'm glad we on a podcast like this so they can hear and see in my eyes. They nothing fake about me. Anybody know me? I ain't coming here. I ain't coming here today. Ain't nothing fake about me.
Not for sure. I ain't get shaped up or nothing.
I had to come on. I ain't got a fresh line or none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So this is what we're saying. We got a little serious on the podcast tonight because I think that's what people are really looking for. Why they're looking for the comedy and the back and forth sports talk, they want to hear stuff like this too. And I appreciate we got this on here tonight.
And I kind of think that's like, to me, that's what I think they want too, though.
Yeah.
I think they want a different perspective, so, and they want.
I mean, why sports is one of the main reasons why we're here. Why we got started, that we've got to talk about a little bit of everything, because I think the people want to hear different perspectives. I know y'all got different perspectives with different situations that y'all been through. I got stuff, but I've been through. Ryan was in the middle of fucking danger zone, you know what I mean? A year to his life, you know what I mean? And I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, hopefully, Ryan, I know you still got comrades that we might be able to do a veteran show, and you bring a couple of years.
Yeah, I talked to one of them earlier today.
I ain't gonna lie to you,
does, man.
We can bring my brother on here. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Anlo coming up here anyway. He coming anyway.
And I mean, and I don't want to. I'm not saying this in a bad way, Ryan. I ain't saying it in a bad way, but you are Anlo. But I done seen changes in both of y'all since y'all came back.
Hey, but you ain't the first one to say that to me. Like when I
real man, y'all
my
like,
family was the first one. My
nigga, you don't even
first one that told me that.
Hey, Darren, just watch Ryan for 5 minutes. See how much he blinked.
Yeah,
motherfucker, blink, man. I was around Ryan for 20 plus years, and Alan my little brother. So,
man, like it changes you, man.
like
but
your eyes, your boys don't blink. Your eyes always like this. You know what I mean? Alan don't say sleep for longer than 2-3 hours at a time. For real, man. And you know I'm not lying. That's why you laughing. You know I'm not lying.
No,
lying.
I know you ain't lying.
Yeah. I remember when Ryan was, I forgot what country you was in, and you reached out to me and you was telling me you hardly could even sleep over there because all you hear is explosions.
I remember you told me the same thing. That's what I'm saying.
It was rough. I mean, I made it back though.
Yeah, like, you back. So I mean, it's over with, but
you
know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say that, but yeah, I'm glad we got that tough shit out of there tonight, man. What else we got on the list, guys? Good one right there. I ain't gonna lie to you.
We talk about the GOAT debate on the next cast.
Yeah,
but I'm just throwing it out there for anybody.
That ain't even hold on. That ain't even no debate to have. It's LeBron.
I'm not doing this with you tonight, Darren.
People don't even want to hear that. I'm serious. They don't even want to hear that.
They want to hear it, Darren.
They want to hear it, but we ain't doing that tonight.
They want to hear us argue. Matter of fact, let's do it for 5 minutes. Fuck.
Nobody want to hit. Nobody want to hit. So.
Matter of fact, hold on, y'all.
Ryan, your guy is really the one that ain't got no leg to stand on.
How?
What you mean how? He ain't never been in the conversation to begin with. You try to put him in the conversation.
My God, man, God rest his soul, man. I can't believe you disrespecting my man like this, man.
God rest his soul. When he was alive, was nobody talking about him being the GOAT. Kobe had been retired for like 2 years, where nobody talking about him being the GOAT. As soon as he passed away, he the GOAT.
That's crazy. What's that, little mama?
Well, I just want to introduce her to everybody.
Hey,
what's that, little mama?
Hey, oh man. Hey, how much of a parents fee she need? I know we got to pay to get her on the screen.
Now, her name will be in the credits. She always gonna get a little.
Hey, we gonna get Peak Town up here. We done with the '90s.
We done with the '90s. Can't be done rocking '90s gear, bro.
Nah, but what I was going to put out before I was interrupted with this ignorant bullshit.
Yeah.
Was this our first podcast? We reaching out. Anybody that want to hop on, got a subject, shoot us a message on Facebook or whatever. Hit me, Tony, or Darren up, and then we can bring it on. We can bring it on the cast. Bring you on as a guest. Just let us.
Y'all just be ready when we go Facebook Live. I know I got a lot of people that I debate anyway on Facebook. I'm always in somebody's comment section going back and forth. It's something I like to do. It's something I enjoy doing. And if I do debate and go back and forth with you, we already got a friendship established and it's respect there. So don't never feel like I'm disrespecting you and I don't never feel like you disrespecting me just because we got a difference of opinion. This is what it's supposed to be about. Yeah, when we go live, if you feel like you don't agree with something, just, accept the link. Stand on everything.
Everybody get used to the fact that us three have known each other for 20 plus years. Me and Darren go back to my first time getting on the bus on kindergarten. Me and him go back. I ain't gonna tell my age when I say that.
Yeah, don't say that.
But yeah, that's how far we go back. So we can argue with each other. We can argue with each other on this joint about sports and hang up and still text and laugh with each other. Don't y'all get on here getting in your feelings like Ryan said, man, because we're not even thinking about it after we get off the show. We think this is fun to us. You know what I mean?
It's definitely fun. It's definitely fun. But yeah, like I said, this our first episode back. You know, it's probably gonna be a little shaky, but you know, as we keep knocking these out the park, we probably gonna try to get y'all 3 or 4 a week. We doing 2 right now, but eventually we want to go live twice a week.
Yeah, there you go.
Maybe twice a week live, and then we'll do another 2. How we doing it right now?
We have a Facebook channel. I'm pretty sure my man Ryan gonna put them links on the bottom of the screen. Off and edit this. Like my man Darren said, we're going to go live 1 or 2 times a week with the shows. Help us gain traction, guys. The more traction we gain, the more shows we can give y'all, the more content we give y'all. We hope to see y'all on the show with us. Come ready, because we're ready. Like we didn't I was ready.
This was mild right here.
I just think we got a lot of good topics, and I don't want
to spoil them all in one night.
But not only that, I'm looking forward to us having guests on because I know we got good friends that can have good conversation.
Somebody else that want to get on camera. Hold on.
Yeah, but we straight. Like I just want to, like I said, we ain't here for a short time. We here for a long time, baby.
And this just the beginning. We can't get shadow banned. This is our shit. Greenbox Podcast, Greenbox Podcast Media Productions. I think that's how we say it.
Greenbox Media.
Greenbox Media.
Greenbox Podcast.
Greenbox Podcast.
Coming at y'all, like the boy said, we coming at y'all at least 2 or 3 times out the week. But we want to hear from the community as well, though.
Please, we need your feedback. What else? Closing statements. Oh, closing statements, guys. Following weekend coming up is Mother's Day. Big shout out to my mom, grandmas, the mothers of my kids. I got a newborn. Shout out to Chloe. Shout out to Ryan's mom.
Shout out to Chloe. Shout out to Chloe.
Shout out to Dawn. Shout out
to Miss Kim.
Yeah, shout out to Ryan's, everybody's mom, man. Everybody.
Shout out to all the moms. Shout out my baby mamas, Dawn. Shout out Dominique. Shout out everybody, man. I think at this point in time in our life, and I'm gonna speak for us three because I can't speak for the world, man. I don't think we would be where we are in life if we didn't have females.
No.
That had our back in our life, like, you know.
No.